Welcome, Gemini. This is your new moon solar eclipse reading for June 10th. And it's so exciting because this new moon is in your sign. So the energies of this new moon and solar eclipse can start like a week before and then, last for up to 6 months. It's a really exciting portal. It's a time where we are like opening up our curiosity to learning something new in one area of our life. And so I wanted to put these out a little bit earlier so that if you're starting to feel those energies, you can start understanding a little bit maybe about where your path is going. So we're going to look at your overall energies for the next 6 months, but especially this next couple of weeks while we're going through this energy of the new moon. And then we'll look at the tarot to get some more advice for you. So I did pre-shuffle these just to save time on camera, but we'll shuffle everything else on camera. And I haven't taken a look at these. So let's look at your overall energy during this path. Okay, so you have familiar, the number 40. And, 4 plus 0, is, reduces to a 4, which is about building strong foundations. This card indicates that many of you are going to be going on a deeper spiritual journey. This represents spirit guides that are going to be coming into your life. So for some of you, you may already talk to your spirit guides or angels, deceased loved ones. You may already speak to them, but I feel like you may hear them starting, you may have already started hearing them like a whisper in your ear and stuff, but this is like a deeper, a deeper communication, because this new moon brings in communication, intellect, that type of thing. I feel like some of you are going to really be seeing signs from, your spirit guides. A really interesting energy here. So over the next 6 months, for some of you, you might even be opening up to being mediums or opening up a gift of, being able to talk to, others that have already crossed over, that type of energy. So let's see what else we have here. This is really you kind of going on this journey of, for some of you, I feel like you've already started this, and now over the next 6 months, a lot of you may have already been starting to see like, significant number patterns or repeated numbers, feathers, birds, cats coming into your life. Just kind of an interesting energy that I think you're already getting those signs, but I think it's kind of like you're going to be opening yourself up to really communicating with your spirit guides at a much deeper level. Wow, really interesting. Okay, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? I feel like some of you may, once again, already be kind of like on this journey, and you may be resisting it because you're concerned that others in your life will, kind of, think, oh my goodness, what is going on with Gemini, right? And so you're kind of dimming it. You may not be talking to others about it, but I feel like you're going to be coming into a soul tribe where you can talk about this. And, this is kind of a very specific spiritual message. So Gemini, if you're not resonating with this message, you might want to check out your, especially your ascending sign or your moon, rising, or Venus sign to see if there's a message there, because this is definitely for Geminis that are on a spiritual path, and you may be just kind of, like resisting it. I get the sense of resisting. It's not that you don't want it. I think there's a little bit of a fear of, it's kind of like, is that a little too woo-woo? Will my friends, will my family think that's a little too woo-woo if I start going down this path. But I think that you're going to, over these next 6 months, just be gravitating and kind of like, remember, a new moon means something new is coming into your life, but you have to let something go. And I think you're going to be letting go of your fears and go ahead and step into this light within you that you need to shine. Overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. I think the overcoming part is your fear about going into this realm. Really, really interesting. Okay, so we're going to go to the tarot, see if we can get some more details about this and some advice from Spirit. We're going to be looking at your present energy, your obstacle while you're on this path, and then advice from Spirit. So let's see what we have here in your present energy. So Gemini, present energy, what do we have here? Woman holding a heart. I really got the sense that for some of you, this could be a woman, like a deceased loved one, or someone really that you have a strong soul connection with. And, I'm honestly getting that this could be you putting out your heart to someone and helping them with someone from the other side, or healing from a death. It's the number 44. It's a master number. It's really, it's a sense of either you helping someone else heal their heart through your spiritual gifts, or it could also mean for some of you that you are going to be connecting with a deceased loved one or a romantic partner. But I really feel like a deceased loved one. I don't know why I'm thinking it's like mother, grandmother type of energy. And I really, I don't know why that popped out when that came up. On the bottom, we have the Magician in the mirror. This is kind of your energy, Gemini. I think you've been manifesting. Like, I think you really want this to come into your life. You're just resisting it because of the fears that you have around, how will this affect my connections with people in the 3D? I think you're really already almost like really connecting with others in the 5D, and wondering, well, how will that impact my relationships in the 3D? Okay, so let's look at your obstacle. Oh my gosh, your obstacle is the Magician, and it was on the bottom. It's like you've manifested this. You really want this at a soul connection. You're getting inklings about this. You really are. But you're resisting it because it's in your obstacle position. You're resisting it. You really, really want it, but you're resisting it. And it has to do with some fear. Like, do I really want to go back down that path? Really interesting energy. Call on your angels, call on your spirit guides to help you with this. They are around you all the time. Look at this, I feel like they are all surrounding you. They're protecting you while you're going on this journey. And just to understand that it's okay. Like, they are going to help you with this. All right, so your advice is all tied up. So we're going to be clarifying all these, but you may feel like this is kind of a burden. Fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. So this is your heart chakra being opened up. You may feel this burden. And once again, I feel like this is your advice. It's about letting go of the burdens that you may feel. Like, you may feel like some of these spiritual gifts that you're opening up to are somewhat of a burden for you, right? Because you're not sure how to use them, or you're not sure. You may feel a little bit, this is a little bit of that Eight of Swords energy. Like, I don't know why am I getting this gift? I feel with this Magician card, some of you have had these inklings since a young child, since you were a young child. And you know, there's the infinity sign. And I feel like for some of you, this has to do with past lives. Like you may, you know, have connections with the past, you know, with the past life. Like your gifts are coming up from other past lives. But whatever this is, wherever this is leading, I really feel like you're being called to do it because there are people. This card, I just keep getting, you know, I know it can be somewhat of, looks like a romantic card, but the feeling that I'm really getting is with the number 44, it's a soul connection. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's someone that has passed. Like you're having a soul connection either to someone that has passed already and is helping you on this journey, or even almost like a soul connection to yourself in a previous life. And I'm not, you know, I don't feel knowledgeable enough to talk about past life or past life regressions. I haven't done a lot of study in that area, but for some reason I feel, and I think part of it is the way she's dressed, like you've been through this. Okay, for some of you, you may, and once again, this is not my area of expertise, so I don't know why I'm getting this message, but, you know, she looks a little bit like a gypsy holding a crystal ball. Like you can see, I think for some of you, you're going to be able to see the future. I feel like you're going to get messages about the future and you're going to feel burdened by this. Like you're not going to know how to communicate this to others. You're going to feel like you have to dim this gift. Wow. Okay. This is a really different reading than I've encountered before, but I really do feel like some of you are going to be able to see the future. And you're going to almost feel like it's a burden at first, but this is your spirit guides telling you you're going to be able to overcome those obstacles. So let's get some more cards here. Let's see. This is the Good Tarot. So let's see what we have here. So woman holding a heart call. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is you getting the judgment call to go on to this path, to open yourself up to this new gift, being able to see the future, being able to communicate to people that have passed or to spirit guides. Yeah, you're definitely getting a call to do this. And I think that for those of you that this is resonating with you, like you already know, you know, you're seeing double numbers, you're seeing feathers, you're seeing birds, and you've been kind of like, what is this about, right? And it's kind of like, it's this is coming in. And I feel like once again, you may be feeling like, oh, I don't know if I want to go down that path, right? Like, how will this affect my 3D life? Okay, so let's see what we have here with the Magician. Hierophant. Yeah, it may have to do with your belief systems. You know, like this is like a total shift in your belief systems. Especially about spirituality or religion, you know, about society. And, you know, you've manifested this. Like, I think you in your mind, you really want to be able to change the world, to change how people perceive themselves and how they fit into the world. But it's also like you're resisting it at the same time. You may be just getting like a lot of messages, a lot of, you know, that's causing chaos in your mind. One thing you may want to do is just spend time by yourself, quieting your mind so that you can tap into your spirit guides. So let's see what we have here. Messenger of fire. This is the Knight of Wands. You're going to get some inspiration. On the bottom, Four of Cups, Messenger of earth, Page of Fire in reverse, which I don't really, and Hanged Man. Like, this information, like, you're going to get this information. For many of you, I'm being called to pull this card. Like, you've been feeling like your life is okay, but it's kind of ho-hum. And this comes in, and it's kind of like, well, yeah, I wanted to shift things up, but I don't know if I want to shift them in this way, right? And you know, you may be feeling like, okay, this is a burden. Like, where do I go with this? I get the sense that some of you are going to get really inspired suddenly. And then you're going to, you know, I see a lot of you for some reason moving, and I don't have a moving card, but I'm getting that sense that you're going to change the direction of your life. Like, you're going to feel like the social group or the area that you live in is not going to be accepting of this, and you may actually move to be closer to people that are on this same path. And once again, I do not know why I'm getting that message. Okay, so let's take a look at this. We're going to use the Light Seers Tarot to clarify one more time. Knight of Swords, yeah. I really feel like you are going to get this clarity. And Gemini, this is sword energy, so this is kind of your energy, getting this energy and then deciding at some point, I'm going to go after this. You know, like, I have to get on my motorcycle and kind of go in the direction, find the people that can help me on this path. Wow, really, really interesting energy. Okay. This one flipped. The Magician. Yeah. You've really manifested this, and for some reason, I don't know why, but this card, the Hierophant, I feel like some of you may have actually had a moment when you were a child. I'm getting the picture of stained glass windows, like in a church. And as a child, you know, you may have been in a church, you know, for a service of some sort. And you may have actually had this moment where you felt like the sun, the colors, the rainbow colors, rainbow connection. You had a moment, and I see you as a young child, like maybe around 5 or 6, having this moment, and you put it away. Like, I think that some of you felt like your family wouldn't understand. Like, you may have had this moment, you may have even shared it with somebody in your family, and they were like, well, okay, let's not talk about that anymore. And so you had this belief system that, you know, if you know, saw spirits or saw ghosts, you know, what people, you know, apparitions, or you saw, you know, you heard somebody that had deceased, you know, or something like that. You got this feeling that you weren't supposed to go on that journey. You weren't supposed to talk about it. And, you know, the Magician also is about illusion. I think, you know, you may have been told as a child that, you know, that was an illusion. It wasn't real. And in your mind, you knew that it was real. But in order to fit in, you kind of put that to the side. But you've had this judgment call. You know, something has shifted within you. And I think for a lot of you, you always wanted to go back to that moment in the church and try to figure out what was happening. Like, there was a shift within you, and it just wasn't time yet. Like, I feel like, you know, this all tied up is actually, I'm kind of coming back to this feeling like, you know, like not allowing yourself to show your true light has been a burden for you, has been what is holding you in this feeling of feeling all tied up. because you feel like you can't be the real you. And so your life has kind of been ho-hum because you haven't been able to shine your light, to be the inspiration for others to see this. Gemini, I'm getting kind of emotional about this because I feel like for some of you, this is like been a long journey. And we have the messenger of Earth here. Like, I really am emotional. And I don't usually get emotional like this, but I do feel like for some of you, this has been such a long journey. And it's about you stepping into this and allowing it to happen. Okay, I'm sorry you got so emotional, because I really think I'm feeling your sense of holding back almost your entire life. And some of you may have a sense of regret that you chose to be on the path to stay, to fit in. You stayed on the path of whatever you were told you needed to do in order to fit in, right? You accepted the belief system of your family to stay, to be, to fit in with your family, with your tribe at the time. And, it could be time for you to find a new, soul tribe. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify here. Page of Pentacles, you're going to get some offer that's going to allow you to do this. I just feel very strongly, Ace of Wands, you're going to take action. You're going to see victory in this. You're willing to do this alone, and look at this. You have a King of Cups coming in that's going to help you to step into this new world. I think for some of you, you may feel all tied up because you feel like you can't leave the situation you're in, whether you're financially tied to someone or a situation, to a job, to a home, to a city, like you're all tied up in that way. But when this card came up, I definitely got a sense that the universe, to me, this is the universe giving you the gift to be able to move. I really feel like a lot of you are going to be moving to be closer to your new soul tribe. Like you're going to seek out the new soul tribe. And you may not know where that is yet. You will get this like inspiration, okay? You will suddenly know where to go, and you will get the money or the finances, the job or whatever, where you need to go. And when you do, I mean, you're going to take action. You're going to move quickly on this. You're going to be victorious. You're going to do it, whether you're by yourself or also with a King of Cups. Like I feel like a King of Cups is going to come into your life, and together you may go on this completely new journey. Wow. Super spiritual. I'm excited for you. I think for a lot of you, you're finally going to be the person that you always kind of had this inkling down inside of you that you were, but you just didn't let shine. A lot of you are light workers, star seeds, mystics, healers, have gifts, psychic abilities, definitely, spiritual gifts that I think with this new moon, you're going to be like, I just have to go on this journey. I just have to go and explore. And especially since it's the new moon, solar eclipse in Gemini, like I think you're just going to be, yeah, I have to go this way. So let's get some overall advice from oh my gosh. Yeah, you're stepping into a new world. You're just, it's just a new world, and it's a spiritual world. Look at, the illustration there is just like it's a spiritual new world. It's a world that allows you to truly shine your light. It's kind of like the sun and the world, and just the wheel of fortune is just like everything. I feel like everything's going to come together for you. Like you've been through a lot, Gemini, on this voyage. Something probably triggered you to go into this. And I feel like you have been on this journey for a little bit, but now you're ascending to such a new level and really accepting the spiritual gifts that you have. Heartache and loss. Yeah, the Three of Swords. You have had to let things go in your life. There could have been somebody that, a while ago, not just recently, but a while ago, that triggered this spiritual journey. And there has been a lot of things that you have had to leave behind. And that there may be other things that you need to leave behind to go into this direction, possibly moving or something like that. And awareness. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, it's just totally a spiritual reading. On the bottom, temptation. You have the temptation to hold on to the life that you have, but this is your spirit guides coming in and saying, it's time to let go. It's time to let go of the fears that are holding you back from shining your true light. Oh my goodness. Well, Gemini. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a creativity oracle card. Cycles. The wind blows, the wheel turns. We go through cycles just like nature because we are part of nature. Yeah, and you're just moving out of one cycle and definitely into a brand new cycle. Brand new cycle. Okay, and we're going to get an angel message. And Gemini, if you have resonated with this or enjoyed the content that I create, I really would appreciate it if you would like, share, subscribe. It does help to build my channel and get my message out there. So let's see. Believe. Be open to all possibilities and opportunities. Let go of preconceived ideas. That is this, right? There is nothing to fear. You are constantly surrounded by love. Start to believe in yourself and trust your instincts. Wondrous possibilities and opportunities abound, provided you are flexible and retain an open heart and mind. Believe. All is possible. And I do believe, seriously, that the universe is going to bring you something tangible that helps you to go on this beautiful spiritual journey. And it's really because the world needs your gifts. And so it's time for you to go ahead and share them with the world. Well, I'm going to leave it there, Gemini. I do wish you lots of love and light in this situation and all your situations. Bye for now.